Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the 2020 NFL Pro Bowl on EA Sports. Coming up, the AFC, riding a 3-game winning streak, gets set to take on a hungrier group of rivals from the NFC. I'll check you again at halftime. But for the call of the Pro Bowl, let's hand it over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's the 47th meeting of the AFC and the NFC as they battle in the 2020 NFL Pro Bowl game. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, it's the Pro Bowl. You never really know what to expect, so I guess I'll ask you, what do you expect?
Well, in recent years, it has turned into an absolute offensive explosion, hasn't it? Games in the 50s are not out of line. What you're hoping is that some of these great defenders have a chance to adjust and react and maybe narrow that down a little bit. But I will say, this game is tilted heavily towards the offense's advantage.
Excitement, well, we got that in abundance as this Pro Bowl is underway from Orlando, Florida. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here comes the AFC for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the very, very talented Andrew Luck.
I know he's not showing it on the outside, but inside, he's got to be celebrating because think about all the quarterbacking we saw in the AFC this year. 5 or 6 guys could have earned this honor. He got the nod, a real feather in his cap.
On first down, it's Luck. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. That's some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From the 36, Luck complete to Watson, the tight end. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. Time for a check of the starting offensive unit here for the AFC.
And since it's a Pro Bowl roster, you can have 11 guys from 11 different teams trying to get on the same page. You know that's no easy feat. So line communication calls, that's big. Audibles, hand signals, you want to make sure everyone is connected so no one gets hurt.
1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. A look at the starters defensively now for the NFC.
And as expected, there's speed and talent everywhere you look on this Pro Bowl roster. Let's keep an eye on the secondary because they're going to be tested in a big way. It's the Pro Bowl. Not many running plays. The ball will be in the air on almost every snap. Fortunately for them, roster full of cornerbacks who are used to playing on an island.
Off of play action, Luck. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And this will move the sticks yet again as the tackle's going to be made at the NFC's 20-yard line.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. On second down, Ingram. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. Out of the gun, Luck. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
As I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can.
And he will score. Touchdown, AFC.
Touchdown.
From 6 yards away. And the AFC takes it all the way down the field to score on their opening drive. So the AFC, remember, of course, they won the last couple years here in Orlando and off to a good start in this one.
Yeah, how about that? The first touchdown of this game. How many more do we expect to see?
Hopefully a lot. I want offense in this ball game.
I don't think there's any question about it. Rarely do you get defensive struggles in the Pro Bowl.
Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with an AFC touchdown. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out comes the NFC for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 5'11 quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
And no doubt about it, it was a banner year for quarterbacks in the NFC. A number of guys could very well have been selected for this. But I thought he stood out. I thought he found a way to separate himself from the pack. And he's been rewarded as the starting quarterback in the Pro Bowl. Definitely the right choice in my book.
They'll run. It's Ezekiel Elliott of the Cowboys. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. On second down, Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Power running by Zeke. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long day. Let's get started.
Wilson now off the bootleg. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And bulldozing his way through. 10 more there and another 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. From the gun, it's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he is going to score. It's a pick six and an AFC touchdown.
I have to believe that in a Pro Bowl situation, you know, we talk about these defensive backs during the season, that they're educated gamblers. They take the education out of it. They just go for the football here. Hey, try and make a big play, and if you get one, you really look terrific in this game.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. And it's good to make it 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's the NFC offense set to take over again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Wilson now, off the bootleg. He completes it to Julio Jones. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
They'll run with Elliott. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Prater for the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. 5 plays there on that drive, and it's finished off by an NFC touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Back out is the AFC offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Now it's Love. They go screen. This is Ingram. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started in minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the NFC back out there. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
And it really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Here's the offense, and sometimes you got to show love to the big guys.
That you do. And we're talking about Jason Kelsey now, not Travis, his brother who plays tight end. Jason lines up at center, a threat to go to the Pro Bowl each and every year.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Wilson throwing again. Got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. They go play action now. Wilson. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The starting defense now for the AFC.
Von Miller is so good that he doesn't even need a nickname. His ability to bend and dip on the pass rush, unequaled in this league.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Off the bootleg. Wilson. He's got Evans. And that's going to move the sticks again here as the tackle's made at the AFC's 18.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Wilson. And he slings one that's incomplete. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson. That one complete to Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he will score. Touchdown NFC. From 19 yards away, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Great play, but admittedly, the tackling in the Pro Bowl, Charles, not always the best.
I would say that they're not quite as committed to getting a guy on the ground in the Pro Bowl as maybe during the regular season and, of course, in the playoffs. But still, heck of an individual effort there on that run.
Now Prater to add the PAT. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it's finished off by an NFC touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The AFC offensive unit getting set to take over. They had that 14-0 lead, but that has evaporated as they go to work here 1st and 10. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The AFC thus far on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Luck now to throw. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the AFC. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. The NFC offense heading back onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Throwing is Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And that's picked up by the AFC. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. The AFC offense making their way back out. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Luck. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they...
And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Cole Beasley. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the AFC has taken the lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Gostkowski for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. Looking deep for Julio. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Russell Wilson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Prater on to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. That time a 6-play drive, and it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the scores, the kicks away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Back out is the AFC offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Luck now, 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Play action. It's Luck. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Luck throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The AFC thus far on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And this will move the sticks yet again as the tackle's going to be made at the NFC's 34-yard line.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston, then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll fake it. Now Luck. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30. Now we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to regain the lead. Second effort there. He was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
The point after try for Gostkowski. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's Mark Ingram who caps it off with a touchdown run. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
6-man.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And that's Elliott, complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The numbers for the NFC on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Elliott, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They ended up taking a loss on the play. Only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show mom that he gets to play in the game.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. This will be fielded at the 17. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the AFC will take over 1st and 10. Coming back out to take the field, Mark Andrews and company. And some of his highlights here from this game, he's nearing 100 yards, partner.
And defenses have worked so hard at how to try to slow down tight ends. It was a lot easier, partner, in the old days because when they just lined up on the line of scrimmage, you either put a defensive end or a linebacker over them and tried to body them so they couldn't get off the line of scrimmage easy.
And now?
Now, when they split out, detach from the line of scrimmage, you put a linebacker out there, they're often too elusive for them, shake them and get into the secondary too easily before someone else can try and pick them up.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route, probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
Luck now, 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Luck. He's got his man. It's Andrews. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Luck. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing again is Locke. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, but it's going to be 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Locke. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And this will move the sticks yet again as the tackle's going to be made at the NFC's 14. Luck now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Luck. This will be caught by Brown. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To the air again, Locke. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown AFC. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the AFC adds on to their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here's the NFC offense set to take over again. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And this one's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
The AFC offensive unit getting set to take over. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points It's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. To throw again on second down. Luck. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Got him in. It's Brown. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards. One receiver right, that's Brown. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Luck. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Cole Beasley on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the AFC is able to widen their advantage. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Gostkowski with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with an AFC touchdown. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense for the NFC back out there. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught here by Adams. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Wilson. This complete to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Wilson, that's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Wilson to throw again. That one complete to Elliott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson looking downfield for Jones. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now the NFC going to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Elliott. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Another shot from the one on second and goal. So we reach halftime of the 2020 Pro Bowl with the AFC on top, as we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. In our game, it was Andrew Luck who had the hot hand in the first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The NFC offense heads out to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. He's going to fire one deep left, and that's caught inside the 35. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well. The head coach relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it, and it looks like it's paid off.
And from a coach's standpoint, when you throw that flag, it's probably a pretty tense moment. Here it pays off.
Yeah, you have that little bit of indecision. You throw it where you feel like you're right, and then you think, uh-oh, did I get it right? In this case, they can celebrate.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
55. Hey, eat. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action now. Wilson. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They come out here in the eye.
Check 55 to Mike. You can't block me.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will carry this one in. Touchdown NFC. Ezekiel Elliott His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the NFC able to cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The AFC offense now heading out for their first drive of the second half. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was looking to go back to Sutton there, and it's second down. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go. Throwing on third down, Luck. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. This is Ingram on first and 10. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On first and 10, Luck. He's going to go deep for beat. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown AFC. Cole Beasley, 41 yards. And the AFC adds on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Gostkowski, the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with an AFC touchdown. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. So that one will be accepted.
Automatic first down.
Let's go.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And some space here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Play action. Now Wilson. And finding the tight end, Hooper. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got Evans. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. He's got it. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will carry this one in. Touchdown, NFC. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the NFC able to get a bit closer. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game. And defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you. But for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game. And no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The AFC offense making their way back out. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because The way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw, Luck. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now it's Ingram, and that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Luck now to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the 3rd, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. They go to Elliott again, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Draw play, Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You.
This is Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Short throw to Disley, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. The throw over the middle taken in, and that's going to move the sticks again here as the tackle's made at the AFC's 29-yard line. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Wilson now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Wilson. He finds his target. It's Evans. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Elliott. And an alley to run. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now Wilson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Back out is the AFC offense. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the fourth quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them and not have to live with that for the rest of the year.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On first down, Ingram. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
4 yards on the pickup.
On second down, it's Ingram. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Locke. This one complete to Ingram. 5 yards on the pickup. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock. Come up second down. Here's Ingram. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The AFC thus far on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. Here it's 3rd and 2. Ingram. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The NFC offense heading back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him with contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him with contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Here's Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
16 yards, a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing again here, Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw again is Wilson. And he whips that one incomplete there. The numbers for the NFC on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To throw is Wilson. It's caught. Jones. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Here's Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. On 2nd down now. It's Elliott, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Let's go, B, let's go.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On first down, Wilson. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Wilson. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Mike Evans there to make the grab. And the NFC able to cut into that lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve. And
you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's finished off by an NFC touchdown. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be secured by the AFC. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll run on first down. Ingram. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Ingram again. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. This is Ingram. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the NFC going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Ingram's got the first down and more. And down to the 7-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And he will take this in for an AFC touchdown. Mark Ingram with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point try for Gostkowski. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's Mark Ingram who caps it off with a touchdown run. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the NFC offense set to take over again. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Now, defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for in this game. Well played, a lot of fun, a lot of excitement. I think that everyone's going to go home pretty happy, especially the AFC since they won the game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The AFC, they are your winners as we say so long from Orlando.